We had a viral clip
Yep.
that has 1 million views of me saying "fuck you, Jimmy Kimmel," and you didn't put this bug.
Yeah, I know.
So people are like, "Oh, where is he these days? I haven't checked in on him." And I would like to go, "Well, I'm at Compound Censored. I can't."
Yeah, I fucked that up. Sorry.
That was bad.
That was bad. I ruined my day. Yep.
You ruined my life.
I ruined your life, I know.
And you bankrupted the company.
Fuck.
That was Repo Man, an Iggy Pop song, very classic punk. People always say Stooges were the first punk band. That is not true. The Stooges were a phenomenal hard rock band that heavily influenced punk, but they were not a punk band. I know, it's crazy. What about Iggy Pop solo? Yeah, that's a whole other fucking...
Well, what's the first punk band then, in your opinion?
Well, you're opening a Pandora's box of discussion,
Okay,
Sean.
yeah, sorry. Jeez.
Many say New Rose by The Damned.
Huh, yeah, it's a great song.
You know why? I interviewed The Damned. I interviewed Rat Scabies about that song.
Oh.
And I think that was the first punk song. And he goes, I don't think so.
Louie, some people say. I know, right?
What?
People say it.
That was a great rock. Well, now you're bringing in 60s punk, like the Sonics.
Yeah. Well,
you have to define punk first. And I think it's a British thing. Yes, the word came from New York City. The Ramones were not a punk band. The Ramones were trying to do rockabilly. And they were nervous, so they played their songs too fast. And they accidentally stumbled into what many see as punk. And they happily ran with it. But when they played that show at the 100 Club in London, the Sex Pistols had already played a show. The Clash already had a set list ready to rock.
Oh.
Yes, there were all those bands that followed, but they were already ready.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know how they wrote New Rose? They were reading Punk magazine, and again, I admit that the word came from New York City, but they were reading about music, and then they thought, oh, well, this is how I imagine punk would sound, because they hadn't heard it. So that's why the guy from The Damned says, no, New Rose wasn't the first punk song, because he read about punk in Punk magazine. But I guess I'm kind of contradicting myself right now. I'm a hypocrite.
It's your new thing.
It's my new thing. I love being a hypocrite. And CBGBs back then, Talking Heads and television, and they were art rock. They weren't punks. So big weekend, lots to talk about today. Casual Mondays, Charlie Kirk's funeral, of course. All the conspiracy theories abound. I was talking to Alex Jones yesterday, and I go, I want to talk about forgiveness. I'm going to be on InfoWars tomorrow. I go, I want to talk about forgiveness. It's my least favorite part of Christianity. That and charity are my two least favorite things about being a Christian. I don't forgive him. And Alex goes, wait, you still think it's that guy? Like, he was genuinely shocked.
Really?
Yeah, it was like, it's like, well, I'm obviously talking about Alex Jones, so. He goes, you know no one thinks that, right? You know no one thinks that, right? Anyway, enough. We'll get to all that momentarily. We're live now, free on everything. The reason I played Repo Man, and that was an updated version. That's a very recent version. Starring Matt Sweeney, my old pal Matt.
I met him once.
He's playing guitar in that song. Did you see that? Pull up that video.
I did not see that, no.
Matt Sweeney, when the grand Trump derangement syndrome divorce happened, my attitude with most of the people I'm not friends with anymore was, fuck you. Like, I don't give a shit. But there are a smattering of people that you miss. And it's usually people who you never even, like, said, we're not friends anymore.
Oh, there he is right there.
Like, when you get divorced, for example, I have a divorced couple friend, and we can't invite both of them to our Halloween party. So there's all these ancillary effects of divorce. And one of them was Matt and I can't go to Halloween parties together. But that guy, a genius musician, he just loves the culture. He loves pop culture. He's always like, he would always do this. Did he do this when you met him?
No.
Really?
I was just sitting at the Kibitz room in at Cantor's Deli in Los Angeles, and he just sat down next to me, and I knew him from. I didn't realize I had mutual friends with him, but I knew him from like Guitar Moves, his show Guitar Moves.
Oh yeah.
It's very cool.
His show Guitar Moves is a perfect example of someone who loves the culture.
Yeah.
And I don't think people understand how much of the culture is made by fans.
Yeah.
Morrissey was a fan. He wanted to work for NME, and then he thought, "Oh, I'll just start my own band." Chuck D of Public Enemy, he would make flyers, and then he thought, "Oh, I'll just start my own band." Iggy Pop himself, the Stooges was an amalgam of all the best musicians of other bands in what's the place outside of Detroit again?
Is it Ann Arbor?
Ann Arbor?
Yeah.
So the Stooges are a supergroup that was started by a fan. The Gun Club, that guy was the head of the Debbie Harry fan club. Ludacris was a DJ who thought, I'll just become a rapper myself. Me, I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I was always making mixtapes. Matt Sweeney, he found out he was black like a few years ago. He had no idea. And the funniest part about it was one of our buddies was like, called him up assuming he'd be upset. And he was like, "So how you taking the news, Matt? Are you okay?" Matt's like, "Yeah, I'll live. I'll live." He's like a quarter black or something. His fucking brother, this is a totally irrelevant and stupid story, but while we're talking about Matt Sweeney, I used to go to Thanksgiving at his house because I was Canadian and I had no family in America. Canadian Thanksgiving's a different day. And when I met his brother, who's much blacker, he goes, "Wow, I just had the worst first date out of anyone in the world. I got into this, we went and saw a horror." Oh yeah, there's two things he did. So I think they did dinner and a movie. During the dinner, he goes, "I couldn't stop myself. I started talking about this true story where I saw a dragonfly slowly eat its own eye." It removed it and it started eating it. It must have been broken. Like it had a glitch. You're not supposed to eat your own eyes. If anyone's watching, please don't try this at home.
Unless you are on a date with a fat girl.
Yeah. So he's like, "Why am I telling her this story?" And she's horrified, obviously. It's a horrific concept, a dragonfly eating its own eye. And then they go to see a horror movie, and there's a jump scare in the movie, and he went, "Ah!"
Oh, gosh, no.
And he goes, "I can feel her contempt, like just absolute disgust next to me." I wonder what happened with him. Anyway, so that was Matt Sweeney playing with Iggy Pop doing Repo Man, which is a movie I rewatched over the weekend. My family's away, and quand la chasse sortit, les souris dansent. And I've just been like walking around the house naked, listening to Billy Idol and watching documentaries about punk. It's fun. You know, the funny thing about being home alone is you get to beat up thieves with paint cans and make door knobs really hot.
Yeah.
No, you start out nude. You're like, why get dressed? But then you notice something needs repairing, so you put shoes on and socks. And then you're like, ugh. And then you're like, well, I'm not going to keep going up and down the stairs to do this repair. I'll just put on a tool belt. So I look like something out of a gay porn. I'm just a tool belt with like a hammer and a drill and stuff.
So do I.
Socks and shoes. But I watched Repo Man. Oh, I watched a Miami Vice episode from the 80s. The acting on Miami Vice in the 80s is high school play levels terrible, like shocking. Don Johnson's okay and Tubbs is fine. The rest of them, it's like a Darman fucking video. I can't believe we tolerated it. I said to Kumi, I sent him the clip. I'll send you the clip, actually. I said to Kumi, I'm like, we watched this shit in the 80s? Why did we put up with this fucking garbage? He goes, we didn't just put up with it. We thought it was awesome. Like this show, the streets were empty on Monday nights.
Son's on a cover of a magazine.
That's how bad it is. I got to show you this. Where is it now? Miami Vice. And I have a sneaking suspicion all the shit we watched back then was garbage. There was no variety. Like there was one show on a night, and everyone would stop what they were doing and watch it. So they didn't have to be good. It was communism. Entertainment in the 80s was communism. and we just ate our gruel. And now that there's some variety.
But even now, though, like network shows are terrible.
Well, I guess I haven't watched one in a century. That's another thing Kumia says. Can you imagine sitting on your couch and watching a show that's on television at 8? And what do you get up and go pee when there's a commercial? Fuck, I haven't done that. I don't know if I've done that since the 90s.
Yeah. That's why nobody knew the Emmys was happening the other day.
Yeah, the only reason I knew the Emmys was happening is because that cunt was on the front page of the New York Post.
Yeah.
But this is, and you know that this is added in post, right? The voiceovers.
Any other info come through on from Interpol on Mendez?
No, but Gina's trying to get you.
Hey, patch her through.
Tubbs, this Linus Oliver just got a call to get up a deal in some prearranged location. He's on the move.
Okay, stop.
Gina, we're not interested in bus.
She is sub-student film. Hey, Tubbs, they're trying to get a hold of you. We just went through the gas station at the drive-thru. Like, that is embarrassing. It's a homemade film. It's like a Super 8. This is a bunch of kids. You know those little kids who redid Indiana Jones? Mm-hmm. And it took them it took them so long that they're older in the movie. they grow beards. It's that bad. These are little kids.
Aren't they embarrassed?
What?
Aren't they embarrassed?
Aren't you embarrassed?
Linus referred to the caller as Mendez.
We're calling back right away in Taylor. We're moving south on 2nd.
That's a cool shot.
Yeah.
I'll give the camera
Third
guys
backup unit just
credit.
picked up Linus on 17th.
We're 3 minutes away.
Wait a minute. Linus is making a U-turn. I think
He spotted the tail.
It's going to get worse, believe it or
he's
not.
turning off. We're losing him.
Which street is he turning on to?
Yeah,
East
that-
on 19
minor
toward
detail.
Biscayne.
He's headed towards
He's
us.
turning. We're losing him. Can you tell me a street, please? Cars were so much prettier back then.
Yeah.
Every single one of those cars is nicer than any car on the road today.
Crack it. There.
So they're chasing him. He's a drug dealer. I get that. And he parks in a bank. What? What are you doing? Okay, check this out.
Headed, Mr.
I'm a bad guy.
Owner?
To the car wash.
To the car wash.
babysitter along?
It's in a bad neighborhood. My, look how time flies. Running late for a business appointment. Check.
You were running late for life, sick.
Am I nuts? Is that the most brutal acting you've ever seen?
Yeah. Production value is pretty bad too,
What you
really.
mean, dealer? Like a car dealer?
Where'd he put the suitcase?
Like a car dealer?
You had surveillance on me?
Anyway, that's enough of that. You get the idea. Wow. Wow. So, that being said, when something from your past holds up, it's now 10 times more impressive. And I was watching Repo Man in the nude with my jaw on my balls. It is, I think it's my second favorite film after Animal House. It is a fucking masterpiece. It's Michael Cox. It's the guy who did Sid and Nancy. But the acting is great. This plot is hilarious. And they wow you in the third act. It's also a brilliant film about adolescence and becoming a man. Like at the beginning of the film, he's a punk kid who goes to punk shows and shit and is like getting cheated on. And then he meets Harry Dean Stanton, who is fish kiss. Perfect. I want to blow that guy. Oh, he's dead. Okay, I'm going to dig him up and suck his cock. And he ends up being a repo man for Harry. And he even in the movie, he starts wearing like a...
That means you're gay.
He starts wearing a blazer and shit. So it's really about becoming a man.
I haven't seen that since I was a kid, like middle school.
Few things hold up. Miami Vice does not hold up. It is very shitty. But this movie is... Did I put the trailer up? Pull up the trailer. It's so fucking good. The writing is... Every line... Like, my favorite thing about perfect movies is you could chop them up and each little thing is its own little sketch. With Nail and I is like that. Animal House, like John Belushi with the ladder looking at the girls. That could be a little sketch, and it would be the funniest thing in the world. Animal House is really just a series of sketches.
True.
But this movie,
Meet Otto. He's a clean-cut kid in a dirty business. He repossesses cars. He's a repo man.
You gonna give me my car back, or do I gotta go to your house and shove your dog's head down the toilet?
His mission is to repossess a '64 Chevy, but hidden within its trunk
What you got in the trunk?
You don't want to look in there.
an alien.
is the most important discovery in the history of our planet.
There's aliens in the
Repo
trunk.
Man. It's a mystery.
Suppose you're thinking about a plate of shrimp. Suddenly somebody will say like
Plate or shrimp.
or shrimp or plate of shrimp out of the blue. No explanation.
You know what he says in this movie? He goes,
It's a comedy.
I do my best thinking on the bus. The more you drive, the stupider you are.
It's a chase. It's the forces of law
Marlene, I'm on my coffee break.
against the representatives of discontented youth, against the finest minds in government.
I had a lobotomy in the end.
I could not make
Lobotomy. Isn't that
Give me the rest of my life. I could not make a better movie than this.
And they're all
It's
in
fucking
pursuit
perfect.
of a '64 Chevy Malibu from who knows where.
Yeah, I gotta check this one out again. It's been a while.
Skin explodes, everybody dead.
Repo Man,
Oh, spoilers.
the story of the ultimate repossession.
Okay, there's way too much exposition in this trailer.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah. We
Stop.
thought that was a new thing, but I guess they were doing it forever.
So I think my favorites, my top 5 are Animal House, Repo Man, With Neil and I, Husbands and Wives, Braveheart. I don't feel great about Braveheart.
No.
Kind of opens a Pandora's box of like, well, what about The Patriot? What about Mad Max?
Should we kick the freeloaders? It's been about 20 minutes.
What? Should we kick out
Freeloaders?
the freeloaders?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we're not live anymore. Let's go. I want to talk about my weekend at the dive bar. Fucking hilarious. I have so many good stories. You're not going to believe it.
Censor.tv.
Censor.tv, it's what, $12 a month? Use promo code Gavin. We're live every day at 2. I think we'll be live tomorrow for free for 15 minutes or so. Wednesdays, it's me and the Ant-Man of Opie and Anthony fame. Thursday nights, we have cops in here and we watch cop videos together, and they say that guy shouldn't have done that. And then Friday, we spin a wheel and we have God choose the stories. Ooh. And he's a great co-host, by the way. Don't sell him short. So, goodbye, freeloaders. Let's talk to the baby monsters.